It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 3 of extreme gardening in my backyard garden around the waterfall. And as you know, being in quarantine and abiding by the rules of the stay-in-place order, I have committed myself to completely revamping my garden, which is something that hasn't been done in the 10 years that it's been here, and using materials that I have on hand, not going to the nursery, not going to the rock yard, not going to buy pots or art pieces. I'm just working with what I got. So right now I'm in the process of picking out all of these sunburst pebbles from around the pond. As you know from following, there are many times that I fill the pond with water and I forget that I have the hose on and I overflow it. This happens on the regular throughout the summer in particular, and these pebbles have sunk down, 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 down. I have found a half a 5-gallon bucket of pebbles just in this little area right here, and I am committed to unearthing every single one before I move on with my reinstallation process. So, we will get back with you when that task is completed. So the unearthing of the sunburst pebbles is complete, and it opened up new inspiration for me. Here's what I've got left after I went ahead and ran them all along the edge of the pond. I also reworked my big pebble edge, those big chunky river rocks, so that they would connect all along my border. And then up by the Victoria Regionae Compacta, I found some 3/4-inch lava rock over in the Garden of Death, and I just splashed that down. I really didn't want to crowd that agave because it is such a showstopper. So I've given that area a little bit of room for the eye to rest by just rocking it in. So that is done. I'm feeling very accomplished by that fact, but now I'm rethinking my flagstone path. When I originally set it, this bed was not nearly as full as it is now. So the path is very, very crowded. And I think what I'm going to do next is dig out all of my flagstones, which I just have set in here organically. You know, and they're just little pieces. It's no big deal to move it over a foot. But I'm going to dig them all up, move them over more this way, expand this bed, and tighten up my planting along here so it's not quite so big. So that's going to take me a hot minute. This is amazing. And I mean, look at this. I found this little Graptosedum ghosty crest tucked in amongst some stuff. I found this Kelly Griffin red-toothed aloe. This is called Sean's Red. It's a Kelly Griffin introduction. I don't know what the cross is, but if you can research this, Sean's Red, Kelly Griffin, and find it, this plant was over there by the big Haworthia and has been drowned more times than I can shake a stick at by my overflowing of the pond, and continues to thrive. So this is a tough one for people that get a lot of rain. I also have potted up, this is a Fred Ives stump or trunk that I potted up so I can see if I can get some propagation and some babies coming off of the stem. So that'll be a fun thing to check on with all of you over time too. You know, but really my takeaway from this, my meditation today, is that I do have enough. And that when I slow myself down for just a minute and take a breath and look around me, I see that I have a veritable plethora of materials in my own tiny backyard to create pretty much anything that I want. So I really encourage you to do the same. Don't think about the lack or what you don't have. Focus on what you do have and use it in new and creative ways. This has been Laura Eubanks with day 3 of the Extreme Gardening Makeover and your succulent tip of the day.